My boyfriend and I made plans, but it's been 2 days and he never came home.
Oh, well, say goodbye to those plans, babe. I don't know if they're going to cut it.
I'm worried. My 24 female boyfriend, 27 male, left for a festival around 12 on Friday. He told me he loved me and that he'd see me that night since he had to work on Saturday, and then he'd go back to the festival on Sunday morning. I told him to have fun, be safe, and then I'd see him that night. By the way, this story comes from user 90453533 on the Am I Overreacting subreddit. So, I went to work like normal and didn't hear anything from him all day, which didn't bother me since he's at a festival, probably had bad service, and didn't want to spoil his fun by being on his phone. I got home after work around midnight and still hadn't heard anything. I was hungry and decided to have some food delivered, so I figured I'd call him and ask if he wanted something for when he got home. It went straight to voicemail, twice.
Uh-oh.
I decided to check his location to see if maybe he was still stuck in the parking lot and therefore would have horrible service as well, which was the case. Didn't think much of it, ordered my food, ate, and went to bed. Decided to check his location once more and saw the bus was just pulling out of the parking area and on the road. When I woke up, he wasn't next to me. I immediately checked my phone but didn't have any missed messages or calls. This started to slightly worry me. So I looked at his location again and it showed him in a hotel somewhere. I figured he must have missed the last train home and that I'd see him soon. I went on about my day, deep cleaning the house, doing some laundry, etc., and didn't think about it anymore. Then around 4, I received a call from his boss asking if I knew where he was since he didn't show up for his shift at 3 and they couldn't reach him. I hadn't even noticed the time. I called, FaceTime, texted, and messaged him but got no response. Then around 5, I got one lousy message that he had hurt his ankle and lost his wallet. I asked what happened, if he was okay, why he didn't come home, why he didn't let me know, he was going to a hotel, why he was ignoring his boss and I, when he was coming home, and who he was with. None of our friends went to the festival. He went alone. It's now Sunday, and he still hasn't responded nor come home. He turned his location settings off yesterday around the same time he sent that text to me. This is so weird. I have this really bad feeling like something is off. This is very out of character for him. We've been together for 6 years, and he's never done anything remotely like this. I'm worried, I'm angry, and I feel like he's hiding something. I know he didn't plan on going to a hotel. He didn't bring a change of clothes or packed a bag. He just went for a day, planning to come back that night. Am I overreacting for having this bad feeling like something is very wrong? And there is an update. What do we think's going on?
I mean, could this be, are they already married?
Boyfriend.
Is this like a, well,
It's a boyfriend.
maybe they're planning on getting married? Maybe
This is
he
weird
having
behavior.
a crisis?
The thing
It's
is that I
definitely
thought
weird
this was,
behavior. She said that it's never happened in 6 years. So
yeah, I thought it was maybe like something happened. I mean, he said he hurt his ankle or something, and I thought maybe that. But to turn off his location services and to not text her, is, even though he texted her once, is really weird to me.
something is
Something's
afoot.
No, I'm really worried about this man. I don't know if it's cheating because it's like it's something so weird.
Oh, you know what? Bender. Is he on a bender? Could be a bender. Secret bender.
Could be.
Could be a bender.
Could be.
I think there's only 2 options right now, and it's either bender or cheating.
Update. Let me start off with thanking each and every one of you for your concern, kind words, and advice. I didn't expect this to get as big as it did. Yada, yada, yada. When I posted yesterday morning, I was beside myself with worry, and I had already taken quite a few steps to find him, which included calling friends and family. Many people told me I was probably overreacting and he was just having fun. But it didn't sit right to me. So when coming to Reddit, I was just hoping for a few people telling me I hadn't lost my mind. When calling the hotel, they initially informed me that they couldn't give any information about guests due to the privacy law in my country. The police weren't of any help either, telling me that I should contact them again if he hadn't come home by Tuesday morning. I spoke to the management of the festival, who could confirm he had scanned his ticket at the entrance on Friday. However, they work with wristbands, so there was no way for them to check if my boyfriend also came on Saturday and Sunday. With the hotel, the festival, and the police being quite dismissive, I turned to Reddit.
Ah, yes.
Classic. Honestly, I can't thank you enough. Your responses really helped me through this and confirmed that the chance of something bad having happened was way bigger than him just having fun. After calling the hotel again and pleading with the manager of the hotel for quite a while, they were able to inform me that there hadn't been a reservation under his name.
Whoa.
He was not there.
Wait, so the plot thickens.
This
Maybe,
is a
well,
thick
he could have been
plot.
there, but it wasn't his hotel room.
We just added cornstarch to this not.
That's actually so good.
Cornstarch to this plot.
Yeah, we just added a big scoop of cornstarch into this plot because
There's
it's
a
getting thick.
I sent his picture to the hotel, and they looked at the security footage around the time his phone showed up there. Though they couldn't inform us of the results, they did promise to keep the footage on file in case the police would need it later on. I contacted the police again with this information, and while they were still hesitant to investigate further, they did give the hotel a call to request the footage of that Friday night. A little while later, they called me back saying that my boyfriend hadn't been on any of the cameras all weekend. Therefore, they could rule out he had even been there at all. Because his phone clearly showed his location being there and I had screenshots to prove it, the police realized that something indeed wasn't right and promised me they'd look into it straight away. This makes me feel that someone stole his phone.
Yeah.
This makes me feel that, if the location services said he was there, maybe he never texted her. Maybe he never had his phone.
So it was never him, but his phone was there.
Yeah.
But he was never there.
That's what they said.
So somebody took his phone.
That's what I think. Suspicious.
Yeah.
Me and one of our mutual friends decided to start driving towards the festival site, which was about a 4-hour drive. We knew we wouldn't be able to get in since we didn't have tickets, and even if we did, there'd be no way to find him in a crowd of over 65,000 people.
Wow.
That's a huge festival.
Yeah, that's a massive festival.
But at least we'd be close by if we received any news, and we could ask around to see if anyone recognized his picture. Before we reached the site, I received another call from the police. My boyfriend had been in the hospital since Saturday morning.
Oh, wow. So he's in the...
Ooh. He had been found in the ditches of the parking lot of the festival around 3 a.m. together with a few other people who had also been to the festival. All of them severely beaten up and without any of their belongings. The hospital found traces of the same substance in each of their system, which leads the police to suspect they had been preyed upon and given substances by groups of people searching for easy targets. People who were alone. Oh my God. That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's horrific.
That's so scary. And also, was literally left in a ditch. Thank God OP followed up. Thank God, everyone was like, oh, it's fine. He probably left you or whatever, having fun. OP was like, no, this is not like him.
Yeah,
Thank God OP followed up.
I said it was either cheating or a bender, but
neither.
It feels like he got bent.
Apparently, it usually takes 1 to 2 days to identify an unconscious person without any form of ID on them, which is why I didn't hear anything earlier. The police are investigating further and will let us know when they find who's responsible. We already confirmed that they want to press charges. Damn, I don't really want to say it, but you can join us live every weekday on 3 p.m. on YouTube. Just tap our profile.
We'll never press charges if you join us on YouTube.
My boyfriend is okay now, and he's expected to make a smooth recovery. Thank God. He broke his collarbone, and his wrist is covered in bruises and cuts and has a light concussion. He came by very late Sunday night, unfortunately, or luckily. He doesn't have any memories of the incident or the events that happened right before. I'm feeling so relieved and happy that we found him and he's safe. Gets so incredibly angry at the people who did this to him and the others that have been found.
Yeah.
You always hear horror stories about things like this, but you never expect it can happen to you. I'm sorry I didn't update any earlier, but as you might imagine, it wasn't the first thing on my mind these last 24 hours. I'll try to answer a few more questions today, should any of you still have some, and then I'll leave this be. Dear Redditors, thank you again for everything from the bottom of my heart.
Oh
man.
Wow.
Man,
well, a happy ending.
Yeah.
Found him.
Yeah.